I've had people ask about some rabbit recipes and how to cook rabbit or what to put rabbit in, and on a day-to-day basis, I am not the one you find in the kitchen, so you're in for a treat. I'm making some rabbit dishes for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to show you those recipes, but first I need to show you how I prepare my rabbit before I put it into the freezer. So, what I have here are 3 junior rabbits. These are quarter whites, and John has already butchered them, and these are just the torsos. I believe he put the legs to be fried. But anyway, I'm just going to take these and I'm going to put them in a pot of boiling water, carefully without burning myself. Okay? And I never measure anything. I just go with the flow. But I want to save this broth, because when I store this in the freezer, I store it with my broth. So I put palmful salt, and I don't want to put a lot of spices in my broth because I don't know what I'm going to use it for when I store it in the freezer. I can't open the container, but I will put salt and pepper in there, and we do like a lot of pepper, so. And I put garlic powder in almost everything. Another handful. And then I'm going to put a little bit of butter. Probably 1/8 of a cup. I'm going to drop that in the water. And that's all I'm going to do right now with my rabbit. Just salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some butter. I've got it to a boil. And I'm going to turn it down to a medium temperature. And I'm going to cover it with a lid. And I'm just going to let it sit there and cook for probably an hour, hour and a half. You'll know it's ready when you go to stir it and the meat starts falling off the bone. So when we get to that point, I'll come back to you. Alright, we've had our rabbit boiling for about 2 hours, maybe even 2.5. So let's take a look and see if it's falling off the bone yet. Ooh, smells good. Ooh, smells real good. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say it's falling off the bone. Alright. Let me taste the broth here. Make sure I got enough salt and pepper. Careful, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot. Ooh, yes. Perfect. We'll let this cool and we'll come back and debone it. Okay, our rabbit's still a little warm, but it's cool enough. So I'm going to pour it in the strainer. Oh, I don't know. It's pretty hot. Looks like it's still pretty hot. I'm straining my broth out, so I'm deboning the meat. Nice and tender. real tender. It's be delicious. Meat again. I think I'm going to let this cool off a little bit more. That's still pretty warm. But when I come back, we'll have this deboned and we'll get it packaged up and ready for the freezer. This can be a little bit too hot to touch right now. Okay, we have our rabbit deboned and we're ready to package it up. So what I'm going to do first of all is weigh it out. I like to put it in 1 pound segments. So we'll just weigh out a pound of rabbit meat here. As you can see, a pound of rabbit meat's quite a bit of meat. And that's just about a pound. And I'm going to put it in a quart-size Ziploc bag. And then I like to fill the bag up with broth, so when you pull it out of the freezer, ready to make a dish. If you need broth, you have it. Plus, I think it probably keeps the juices in the meat, keep it tender and juicy. I want to cover the rabbit up completely. Make sure we have plenty of broth for whatever we may use this for at a later date. Almost there. Get out as much air as you can. And then we're just going to put this in the freezer, nice and flat. And once it's frozen and you're ready to come home from work, tired or not feeling the best in the world, and you want to do something quick, then you just thaw this out in your microwave and throw together a rabbit pot pie or a rabbit and dressing or rabbit chili, or make some pretty quick meals with some already cooked rabbit. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped, and until we speak again, stay prepared. Thanks for watching.